8 frames to come then. Enjoy it all live with us this afternoon. Let's say good afternoon to our commentary team, Willie Thorne and Dennis Taylor.
Good afternoon, Dougie. And what a feast of snooker we have in store for us here. As Jane Hoffman was saying, a lot of money gone on this man here. And everyone wondering if John Higgins can make a quick recovery from that epic semi-final against Matthew Stevens. That's a nice little nudge off the brown to take that cue ball tight on the ball cushion. What a great return from Ronnie O'Sullivan. And I don't know about you, Willie, I've been so impressed with Ronnie's tactical game over the last 15 days here.
Yes, you would have to agree that's been the most significant thing. I think the reason that Ronnie's maintained his natural flair throughout the tournament, when he has had to bite the bullet, i.e. when he has lost position, he's not played a reckless shot. He's give everything 100%, and I think that's the main reason he's in the final. We all know how good he is. Perhaps the only reason he's never made the final before, he's not give the game the respect it deserves. He has done that this week. Well, we're only some 2 minutes into the match and we've had 3 great safety shots, one after another.
Just look at the red balls, so that's going to cause quite a problem for Ronnie to try and nestle onto one. In fact, I can't see a safety shot for him. Usually there is a red that you can come off a couple of cushions to land on, but I can't see one. He can't get to this one near the middle pocket. Even if he landed on that, he'd leave the one next to the blue.
One would have to presume he's thinking of hitting one of the 2 reds to the left of the black, but as you say, Dennis, even if he makes contact with them, unless he gets a half ball contact and gets on the cushion, he's bound to leave a pot. So he has left a pot. So first chance, because of the excellent snooker, falls to John Higgins.
Eight. 9. $16. $17. $22.
Don't think he's on the red that he intended, but he can pot this and head back towards the blue again.
$23.
Better angle on the pink here, though.
$29.
Just a little bit short with the cue ball again, but the reds are ideally placed, so even if he's not absolutely in perfect position, there's always going to be a choice for him.
Yes, if this wasn't the first frame of this Embassy World Championship, we'd already be saying you'd expect him to win the frame from here, because this is an ideal opportunity. He's certainly a little, you can see, detect a little shake of the head there, so obviously still feeling the nerves. But anything that settles you very, very quickly is a high break.
37.
So Higgins will be extremely settled if he goes on to win the frame at this visit.
But just once again, he's a little bit short with the cue ball. He's got to go away from the black again. He's got to try and find the gap through the reds when potting this one. And that's close to the middle pocket.
Foul.
He just couldn't get himself into the ideal position there.
Higgins, 37. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
And always the possibility when you're cannoning into other reds of losing control of that white.
Into the in-off, you then saw an O'Sullivan special, the long, dead straight red, stopping perfectly on the black. We talked about a high break settles the nerves. When you knock a long one in like that, that certainly settles the nerves.
8.
It started like it's going to be a classic. I'm sure it is going to be one of the great finals we've had here at the Crucible.
$9. $16.
Having to take second best here. He played just to cannon the red just below the pink for the red in the opposite corner. But as you would expect for somebody of Ronnie's class, always gives himself
17.
options. Very rarely Ronnie plays for one single red early on in a break. Always likes to play for 2 or 3.
$20.
A little bit early to be looking at the scoreboard. Ronnie's maybe way ahead of himself, thinking of the difficult red near the right middle pocket there.
21.
He knows he will need that difficult red, but he's got 4 easy ones to be going on with. But it's always fascinating to watch a player to see how they're going to go about
27.
bringing that ball into play.
28.
Yes, one would presume that Ronnie will pot these last 2 reds below the pink with colours and then try and leave an angle on the next pink to move the red away from the middle. At least then he knows whatever kiss he gets, he's got
35.
the one next to the blue. Especially when the ball's so tight to the cushion. Well, he took the option there, you see. That's why, the only reason he played it, he knew he would have been on the one next to the blue. So, I mean, now he's got the nice roll in blue, red over the pocket, could pinch the frame.
$41. 42. $48.
So that in-off is proving very costly.
55.
It's a little bit unlucky for the white to drop in the middle pocket. But John
56.
just couldn't quite get himself into the ideal position, and it's proving very costly. Just
61.
the yellow needed. Ronnie just glancing again at the scoreboard. And not a bad first frame.
53.
And the Crucible crowd are so knowledgeable. You've probably
66.
heard the round of applause when the yellow went in. It wasn't for the difficulty of the shot. It's because they, like the players, know exactly when the opponent needs snookers.
70. $75. $81.
John Higgins opened with a break of 37. He was unlucky to go in off, but all he could do was sit and watch that fantastic 88 break from Ronnie O'Sullivan, and that gives him the opening frame.